Hey, credit heroes. Today we're going to talk with credit repair millionaires Ricardo Soto and Daniel de la Garza. They built their credit repair business up to $1 million in just a little over a year. And today they're here to share their secrets on exactly how they did this. So you better stick around. My name is Daniel Rosen, and welcome to Credit Repair Business Secrets. Okay, before I dive in, if you are new to this podcast, be sure to click to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the secrets that I share each week on the Credit Repair Business Secrets podcast. And if you want me to hold you by the hand as you launch your very own credit repair business, go to creditherochallenge.com. Okay, let's get into this. Ricardo Soto and Daniel de la Garza, they just made it into the Millionaires Club. Look, here's their award that goes here on our wall. And they got this award for making over $1 million in their credit repair cloud. They did it in record time, and they're here today to tell us exactly how they did it. So please welcome to the podcast Millionaire Club members Ricardo Soto and Daniel de la Garza. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, how you doing, Daniel? Thank you so much for having us. This is really cool, really excited.
I'm so excited myself. I'm really glad you guys are here. You just got into the club. How does it feel?
It feels great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things that you get recognized for it versus out there in the real world, in the corporate world, the recognitions are smaller, but never into like, hey, how do you deep dive into this? It's super exciting. Daniel, what do you think, man?
Honestly, man, I'm just happy to be a part of this club. I think the last award I got was probably a Student of the Month award. So this is a nice jump up from that.
Well, congratulations. And where are you guys?
We're to be exact, we're located in Indio, California, but that doesn't really ring a bell to a lot of people. So we usually say we're about 15 minutes from the Palm Springs area, so Southern California.
Oh, you're our neighbor practically.
Yeah.
How cool. I want to come and visit my next trip out to Palm Springs.
Do
Nice.
it.
Yeah, let us know.
Is that where you guys are both from originally?
Well, I'm originally from Southern Mexico. I'm originally from Acapulco. I came here in 99. I was like 10 years old. But Daniel here, he's native from here, right?
Yeah, I'm native. Yeah, I'm born and raised out here in the Palm Springs area pretty much all my life. The only time I moved out was to go to college out in San Bernardino area, and then graduated, came back home. So yeah.
What were you guys both doing before credit repair? And what led you into credit repair? Tell me the story.
Daniel, if you want to start us off with that. And
Yeah, I think for me, probably about I want to say 2015. I own a couple of businesses actually throughout the years that, and one of them was a carpet and tile cleaning business. So being in that industry, it's a pretty tough industry as far as on your back, manual labor. So what had happened is I basically I had to get back surgery. And when I got back surgery, I was out of work for a while. I would say at least 6 months. So what happened is either I wasn't able to make any money, obviously. So it was either pay your credit cards or your car or pay the roof over your head. Well, obviously I'm going to pay the roof over our head. And things had to kind of go down south that way. And I had to reach out to a company. I didn't even know credit repair really was a thing back then. And I heard about it, reached out to a company. They said I had to sign a 1-year contract. I had no idea what they were doing on my credit report or my credit file. I was just hoping that after a year that my credit would be good and kind of go from there. And so that's kind of how I was introduced to the credit repair industry, going through that on my own. So.
And did that company help your credit?
They did. I have no idea what my credit looked like before. I really didn't get any, hey, this is where your starting point is. And then this is what our finishing point was. It was pretty much, hey, the 12 months are up. You're all set. Good luck. And we wish you well,
That's not very good customer service.
No.
Now, Ricardo, how about you? How did you get into credit repair and why?
Brett, I didn't even know there was an industry, for credit repair. When I used to work for the bank, my dad was diagnosed with a brain tumor, which led him to have complications. Long story short, we were in and out of the hospital. Every day that he woke up was just another day that he was with us here. So, due to being absent of work, I was let go. I immediately got hit with two repos. We started living off of our credit cards because at the time that this happened, we had he was 2 years old. We had a child that was 2 years old. So we were living off of our credit cards. They got charged off, went into collections. We were forced to do a Chapter 7 bankruptcy because we were in debt almost $113,000. And with no job, we didn't really know how to repay anything back. Mind you, there is very little information out there about credit and about bankruptcies and just financial stability. So we didn't really know what was happening. And after our bankruptcy, someone mentioned, "Hey, I can help you fix your credit." So that's when we found out about credit repair. But I started working at a used auto dealership, which most people there that go are because they can't qualify for a brand new car.
Sure.
So that's where my credit repair journey really began. I was like, let me look into this and what is this industry about?
Wow. That's a whole lot to unpack. So your dad had a brain tumor, and then because of spending time with him, too much time with him, you were let go of your job at the bank?
Correct. Yes. So
That's terrible.
after about 7 years working for a bank, you realize that at the end of the day, hey, an industry does have to move forward, a bank does have to move forward, but unfortunately we can't keep holding on to you because of your life events. That's understandable, which led me to the discovery of this wonderful industry. So
Sure, but wow, how terrible of that bank. A lot of places have, even here at Credit Repair Cloud, we have a thing called compassionate leave, where people can leave when there's some life event and they can come back. So I think that's really low when so much terrible stuff has happened to you all at the same time. But what's incredible is most people might give up and feel defeated, but it sounds like you went into survival mode and really took action. So
yeah.
what was that decision like?
That decision came down to moving to a smaller space in our community, and I'm sure just like a lot of families are, you don't leave your family behind. So with my father, being by the way, he is the world's happiest Uber driver today. He is alive and well.
Oh, he's good. Oh, that's awesome.
He's good today. Yeah, they removed 99% of his brain tumor, but fast forward, right? But really what it came down to was living in a smaller space and raising two kids and then my mom living with us, so there was a total of five people in a less than 800 square foot apartment. The fun that my children have were just running around within the apartment, which created a lot of frustration for my wife as to why are we here, why can't we do something bigger for ourselves, which led me to, as the man of the house, as the breadwinner, I need to do something for my family. It is not so much about the tangible aspect of owning the house or anything like that, but can we truly provide a better lifestyle for our family?
Wow. Wow. So at that point, then you started working at the car dealership and you saw how many people had credit issues. How did you start to learn credit repair? Actually, both of you guys, how did you start to learn it?
True story. Daniel, I mean, Credit Repair Cloud was the first thing that I got into. I realized that the person that was quote unquote helping me with with my credit, excuse me, was using Credit Repair Cloud. I was like, well, let me look at what Credit Repair Cloud is. And then I took the first course that Credit Repair Cloud offers, and I got CRC software certified. Which all of those, coming from such a background, all of those achievements that Credit Repair Cloud offers are definitely a morale booster. So definitely CRC software certified, which led me to believe like, hey, I'm onto something. Like, I don't know what this means, but I'm onto something. You know. So the cool thing about that was that I got serious about it. I actually turned the coat closet that we had in our apartment into my office.
Awesome.
So I will send you a picture of that so you can see it. But literally, it was just big enough for me to put a desk, my computer, and a chair. No more people could fit in there, just one person. And that's where we began our journey on credit repair through a coat closet.
Amazing. I love that. And did it take a lot of money to launch your business?
Not at all. I think the monetary part wasn't the problem really because, I mean, you give us 30 days for free just to check it out anyways. So, it doesn't take a lot of money on like other businesses, especially coming from the auto industry where I just spent maybe about a year and a half, looking at different business models. Credit repair doesn't take money at all whatsoever, I would say. Just the minimum requirements or the minimum things you have to get.
It's the same way I launched Credit Repair Cloud. I was home in my bathrobe. I was in show business. I had long gaps between gigs, so my credit cards were always maxed out. And you just something happened, and bank error, and I nearly lost my house. I nearly lost everything, and it just ingenuity pops in. When you're in a bind like that, you do what you got to do. It's
Right.
sink or swim. So that's so impressive that you did that from a closet. I love that. And you totally bootstrapped everything. How long did it take before you could make a living from it?
I'm gonna say maybe 45 days. And most of it was just me saying, hey, like, do I really want to come out and do this? Do I really want to offer services? I feel like a lot of people in just like in any industry, they're going to be good or they're going to be great at what they're going to do, but their own insecurity truly prevents them from
Right.
getting to that big point. But it didn't take long before I actually started getting people asking, hey, can you help me with my credit or how much are your services?
Daniel, I know you're entrepreneurial because you said you have other businesses. But
Right.
Ricardo, have you ever had other businesses, or is this your first time being
This was my
entrepreneurial?
first legitimate business where I had it on paper. I started my entrepreneur career back with network marketing. So, going into network marketing taught me a lot about mindset, which is in some of the more recent podcasts, you've talked about that as well.
Sure.
I think that when somebody's barely starting out, they don't see the value of, hey, let me change my mindset because it's more of the physical aspect, the tangible things of what can I do? But the mindset is truly where the source of all millionaires lie. I don't think that there's a millionaire in credit repair cloud or in any industry really that has gone to $1 million with the same mindset that they had when they were struggling financially.
Right.
Exactly. And it totally changes who you are every step of the journey, and you
Yeah.
have to grow each step. Yeah, I wish more people understood the value of it, but I'm totally glad that you understood. This is great. And you mentioned marketing. I know you guys are great at marketing. That's how you've grown to over 1,000 clients, I'm sure. Because I don't see a big online presence for your business, but I know you're doing marketing. So, what is the secret to your marketing? And can you walk us through what you're doing that's working?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I just want to say that the marketing just revolves all around value based content.
Okay.
So what Daniel and I focus on is just providing nothing but value. Like, hey, look, this is one way where you can dispute this, or this is how you can read a credit report, or this is where you can find this. It's information that people need, but most of the time they're not willing to go to an extent to look for. So we follow, how can I say it? Most people know Gary Vaynerchuk, right? So
The
all he
loud
does is
guy.
give value. Yeah, all he does is give value. So we try to do something similar in this industry is just simply give value, give value. There's people that are going to follow those instructional videos that we provide on social media, and there's people that are going to hire us to do it for them. And that's truly where our marketing technique or secret sauce lies. Um, I'm the one that does most of the marketing out there, but Daniel truly is the one that took the financial ER and elevated it to where it's at today when it comes to scaling and getting us to that $1 million club. So he is definitely the numbers person in this relationship.
Very cool. Well, Daniel, what exactly are you doing marketing wise? Where are these videos going? I know you've got a lot going on TikTok. Is that your
Right.
primary source of new clients?
So when it comes to our primary source of clients, they're kind of a mixture between TikTok and Instagram. And I can confidently say that we made it to the Millionaires Club in about 15 months. We've been in business for almost 17 months. And between all that time, we've only spent less than $1,000 on advertisement.
Amazing.
We just want to see what was out there. What's all the hype about putting dollars towards marketing, And reality is there's no way that paid advertisements ever going to outdo just kind of like what we're doing, just giving that value based information. So that's what we've come across. So
That's awesome. I did see some of your TikTok videos.
Oh, really?
I love that they start with you going, "Shh, I'm gonna share a secret with you." It's
Right.
really, really cool. And then going through, it looked like you had the audit page, and you're talking about all different, tips for people, which was really, really cool. So
Yeah.
people actually watch those videos on TikTok and then visit your site?
Right. You'd be surprised, right? Like TikTok is like the new learning place on online right now.
right.
So people, I guess, they find the information they want, the information that they connect with, and then our job is to build that relationship, to build a community, and then because a community within a community, there's trust, and I think that in the credit repair industry, you have to build that trust between yourself and the client, and then that's where the sale begins to happen in reality. Because if I can get somebody to trust what we're going to do for them, and it's to most people it's an unknown process. Like, I don't even know what you're going to do on my credit, but I just want you to help me fix it.
Sure. Yeah.
But in order for you to be able to have those successful sales or those numbers, you have to be able to build that trust. And Daniel does a wonderful job at educating our employees to actually be able to close somebody comfortably and not have them feel like they're being persuaded to buy a service, but rather, hey, let's establish the relationship. You feel comfortable working with us. I feel comfortable working with you. Let's make a relationship out of this. And I think honestly, there's no secret to that. It's just honesty, being
Yeah.
transparent.
Yeah, transparency is very important in our line of work, especially starting in this business. One thing I always thought about credit repair was that it had that.
Like a taboo.
Yeah, like that
Stigma?
taboo, like right, yeah. So it's kind of one of those things where right off the bat, you feel like everybody's trying to get you. They're right, all the customers are feeling like they're just going to take your money. That's a scam or whatever. But the reality is, we care. We care about our clients. We care when a single mom is just trying to get an apartment complex for her kids, and we're able to help out with that. And I think that, that's a priority to us. And we sometimes when we're having our sales or not our sales but our coaching calls with these clients, a lot of times you kind of you have no choice, but you're kind of a therapist, along the way. You're listening to their life story, and they appreciate that. So, and it goes a long way. So
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta be a coach and a therapist, and as far as giving value, what you're doing by sharing the transparency of the credit repair, it really is establishing you as the expert. So of course they're gonna contact you. It's brilliant. It's so most people think you gotta sell if you're doing stuff like that, and no, you guys have it right. It's really just showing that you're the expert. And I think that's very, very cool. And can you go live on TikTok, or is it just, pre-edited videos you upload?
Yeah. So I actually go live on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, for about 30-45 minutes.
Wow.
Answer questions, the purpose of the lives. And it's funny because I always, you you were in show business, Daniel. You have to direct a crowd, you know. So I'm actually a musician, and I'm proud to say that after 15 years, I am retiring this year from show business. So,
Wow.
but you have to direct a crowd. You can't just, hey, let me sit here, let me go live. No, you got to entertain them. But our form of entertainment is providing value. So I will talk about collections. I will talk about other things. And you know what's the funny thing about being exposed on TikTok or on social media is if you're doing the right thing for people, if you're truly trying to help a community, there is people that will reach out. So I had the pleasure of speaking to a collections manager of 30 years of experience because he was saying, "Hey, look, Ricardo, what you're doing is great. What you're doing is right. How can I help you add more value to your
Yeah.
community?" When you get people like that want to reach out and help even more, you get that feeling that you're doing something right, you know?
Yeah, especially that it was a collections person. That's wild.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, if someone listening or watching here, if they want to start creating a following on and you've got a big following too. You have over a quarter million followers, don't you, on TikTok?
Correct.
So, if someone wants to do that and build a following on TikTok, what would you recommend that they do?
All you have to do is learn and put it on video. If you learn something new, put it on video and put it out there. That's all you have to do. Provide value constantly on a day-to-day
Yeah.
basis.
Consistency also. I mean, that's like what you said constantly. You have to have that consistency. You got to continue to do that. It's kind of one of those things where we have our morning huddles with our team Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We have a morning huddle and we talk about, hey, these are the things that we're going to work on today. These are our goals. And we're constantly having goals for ourselves individually and for the team overall. And one of those things is where I want to make sure that Ricardo has the ability to do his job. So I take care of the back end stuff. And one of those things that's extremely vital is that you make that content for your clients, that you're going live every single day and providing value for all those people watching.
And most of the TikTok videos, they're short, right?
Yeah.
How long are they? The average one?
I never make videos past 1 minute. It seems that in this today's fast-paced world, you have about 2 or 3 seconds to catch somebody's attention, and if you don't, then they're gonna just keep scrolling and scrolling. I mean, we're living right now in a time where we're being bombarded by media everywhere.
Right.
So, keeping that in mind, that's why you'll probably see me going, "Shh, here's a secret," right?
Yeah, I
The
love that.
reality, there's no secrets and anything. It's just information that's not widely known, and to bring that to a community, that's what you want to concentrate on. You don't want to concentrate on selling people. You want to concentrate on building a community. I just happen to do it on TikTok and on Instagram. And the funny thing is, those are just simply your avenues of traffic. So whoever wants to build a community or wants to build a following, have that in your mind where you're going to build a community. You're not going to be selling to people. The sales will naturally follow once you add value to people's lives.
Absolutely. So you add value, people come in, and then you're awesome, and they refer others.
Yeah.
But what other marketing pieces do you have? Once someone comes into your world, do you have automations, or do you have drip campaigns with emails? What else do you have going on that's working?
Yeah. And you know what? Daniel has actually become a master at this. But before he actually gets into it, quick note, we just implemented a funnel. We had no clue
Mm-mm.
as to how a funnel worked.
Mm-mm.
And we just did it, and we were surprised at how many people had eyes on
Right.
us.
Right. Yeah. So what's really unique about that is if, I know, Daniel, you usually ask your clients, if you started all over again, what would you do different? Right.
Yeah,
I would figure out how to make this funnel a lot sooner than we did because I feel like we would have been able to scale a lot faster. So the cool thing about it is that we were able to generate the amount of clients that we have literally by just having a calendar on our social media page, no funnel whatsoever. And we were able to fill that up 5 days in advance, and we were to the point where we had to scale our business. We got to that point where we scaled. We hired on, by the way, I got to say, before we even hired anybody, okay, Ricardo and I, we said, hey, let's partner up. We'll do this together. But, it's kind of one of those things where you have this recipe, you see this success, and then you continue to scale your business. So to bring it back, that automations, right? We had no idea how much people were watching us on all the social media platforms until we made this funnel. And we realized that we were getting over 2,000 people through this funnel every month. And that's, to us, that was incredible. I think at the first month was almost 5,000 going through this funnel, trying to figure out how to work this funnel. I literally am like, there's so many people. How do I get to every single person? So those are our issues right now. How are we taking care of all of our clients and making sure they're all in the right program, teaching them, credit repair tricks and tips and tricks and all these other things. So yeah.
That's very, very cool. So did you go from having a website to a funnel?
We actually still have our website, but
Okay.
in the marketing world, one of the things that I learned was that a confused mind is a mind that doesn't buy. So instead of putting up the website right off the bat and having choices, it's like, hey, people want something easy. So let me click here to book a call. Let me click here to see what you have to offer us, right? And we just simply now have our funnel as our link on all of our social medias. So everybody just goes through our funnel directly. And then in the back end, we can see how many people are coming in on a daily basis.
Awesome. Hey, by the way, for people watching who don't or listening who don't know what a funnel is, it's kind of like a website, but it's more like a landing page. It's more directed. There aren't all the distractions of a website. Am I right? I always think of it as it's like when you walk into a store and a salesperson grabs you by the hand and says, "Oh, I think you'd like this suit over here. Oh, and maybe you'd like these socks to go with it." And it's like a guided experience. So it leads them right where you want to lead them. Am I correct?
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
I love it. How did you learn about funnels? 'Cause we're really into funnels here.
I think it's just one of those things that everybody just kind of talks about when you search into marketing. Everybody talks about a funnel, a funnel, a funnel. It's like, okay, let's look into this funnel. I never personally wanted to look into it because it was one of those things like, oh, I have to learn something new, you know? And between running the business and doing marketing and Daniel doing sales, it's like, okay,
Getting that
where do we
clear.
land on this? But we got a great funnel system, and the cool thing is, you were talking about automation, which the funnel will help you, but there's also other people that are willing to help you, right? There's people that are willing to build funnels, landing pages for you,
Sure.
and then you don't have to do it all yourself, right? So that's what we came across, somebody that helped us with our funnel.
Awesome. And did they help you set up drip email sequences and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff as well?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know what I liked? I was listening to one of the podcasts you had earlier in the month, or I don't know if it was last month, but somebody was talking about giving out. I like this. They were saying that when it was someone's birthday, they sent out a message, a simple message saying "Happy Birthday," from your company, and I like that attention to detail. That was something that caught my eye. That made it more personal, that you can relate, or you can encourage the client more, or get them at a point where they're a lot higher. And maybe if they didn't want to sign up for your program at that time, maybe on their birthday, you send out a happy birthday message or something like that. They're willing to sign up at that point. Little things like that. We're always constantly learning. We're growing. We're listening to what people are implementing out there in the credit repair world. And I think one of the biggest things that has helped us continue to scale and grow is that we are never going to be the expert at everything. We want to always have that mindset that we want to educate ourselves. So
Awesome. I think that's great because why reinvent the wheel? Just study what's working.
right.
And that's what this show here is all about. I think the person you were talking about was Vamba Freeman. And
Could
he
be.
was the one talking about the birthdays, but several of the Millionaires Club members have come on here and talked about sending notifications for birthdays. I think that's brilliant. What was amazing about Vamba is he doesn't do any marketing at all. He doesn't do any social media at all. He just does amazing customer service. Now, let's talk about customer service. What are your philosophies and strategies for customer service?
You know, we do get people from other credit repair companies that come on board, and one of the main reasons or one of the main concerns they have is customer service. Apparently, most people focus on trying to acquire clients, but not keep their clients happy.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're proud to say that we've established a customer service department within our business with 3 customer service representatives. So people love the fact that they can just simply call us and somebody's going to pick up the phone. And if we're busy for whatever reason, they will give them a call back. So that's huge in this industry for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. How big is your team?
We have 3 onboarding team members. We have 3 customer service reps,
And Daniel and
and yeah, and then Ricardo and I. So
Wow. That's a big growing team there.
yeah, we're actually having our first annual Christmas party coming up, and we're excited about that.
Wow. That's so grown up. That's like a
Right?
real business. We haven't even had a Christmas party yet here at CRC, have we, Keenan? No.
you guys should join ours.
Yeah, come
I
on
know
out.
we should. We're actually all virtual. It's only Keenan and I. They're here. In fact, I'm going to show Keenan right now. Wave hello. Wait, where are you? There you are. um, uh, we're pretty much all virtual. Are most of your team virtual?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all virtual. But we noticed that one of the things is we got to stay connected. We need to have that constant communication with each other. And that's what we pride ourselves in, is to make sure that they're not just employees to us. They're family to us, and we want to make sure that they're taken care of. We want to make sure that they have all the tools that they need to succeed in this business. We've even are grooming some of our onboarding staff to start their own credit repair business, because we believe in helping someone else scale their financial future. I mean, this is important to us, as a company, that we share this knowledge, not just with people that want to, for free on social media, but also with our own staff members. So
That's awesome. So many business owners are freaked out if they've hired somebody that wants to go off and start their own business. But you encourage that and you help them.
yeah, absolutely. We're gonna help you along the way. I think if anything, we've spent a lot of time and money into learning how not to do things right to starting off. And now we've created something. We have this, like Ricardo likes to call it, this secret sauce,
Yeah.
and we can help you get there faster. And so it's kind of one of those things where, it's a huge blessing. We're definitely blessed to be where we're at. And at the end of the day, you got to remember there's so many people that need this service out there. I don't think anybody's really stepping on anybody's toes out there, as far as taking clients or whatever. We just want to make sure we help as many people as possible. Like you said, Daniel, you want to become a credit hero, which is cool.
Very, very cool. Okay, so now that you have a team that you can delegate work to, how much are you both doing in the business these days, and what are you mostly focused on?
Well, Daniel here really focuses on the day-to-day task with our onboarding staff. Like, hey, where can we improve? Where can we improve our numbers? And I mostly focus on the credit repair aspect as well as the social media. That's kind of my role in the company.
So one thing we haven't touched base on is all the affiliate income that you can make during this, right, Daniel?
Right. You have affiliates?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've been doing fantastic, actually, in the affiliate world. And again, this is all stuff that is new to me. I've never been a part of anything like this before. So we've been able to scale our affiliate income over $25,000 a month so far, and so, which has been incredible. I know people are out there doing some amazing numbers, but for us, honestly, just kind of getting this thing going has been awesome. I've been so focused on this, seeing numbers, the data, analyzing. I've been really just trying to put it all together and how we can continue to make that side of the business grow. So it's been really cool.
What types of businesses are you working with as affiliates?
Well, I guess we refer to affiliates as not only, affiliates that are going to refer a business over to us, but affiliates as of like, hey, like Smart Credit. Those are the affiliates that we're referring to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But most people don't know, but there's great income in there that you can use.
Oh, absolutely.
A quick example is most people don't know how or where to get a copy of their credit report. So what we do is we just give them the tools. It's like, hey, you can always go to annualcreditreport.com, but if you want a friendly, easy to read version of that, instead of going to 3 different websites, here's Smart Credit, right? It's like you choose between the two, what you want. It has been working out great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun. We've been signing up about 600 people a month in Smart Credit. It's been pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, there are a lot of people who they pay their mortgage with those commissions or they pay their car payment. It's really incredible. Good for you. And do you have businesses that are affiliates to you?
You know what? That's the funny thing. We were actually just talking about that, where we need to develop a B2B strategy of how to work this. We've been scaling our business on, business to consumer, but it's like, okay, now it's time. It's gotten to the point, Daniel, where attorneys are reaching out to us on social media wanting to work with us.
Right.
At first, that was super scary. Like, hey, why is an attorney reaching out to me? And these are attorneys that are big on social media as well. It's really cool to know that we're doing something right and they want to work with us. So yeah, that traffic of people wanting to refer clients over, you're always going to get that.
Right.
Awesome. So, what would you say for each of you? What's your biggest superpower in business?
It's a good question. I think for me, honestly, I just really love to focus on our team right now. I'm really dedicated to our team. I want to make sure that everybody's taken care of. When the team is being elevated, they're going to continue to go above and beyond. And honestly, I've seen it time and time again where my team has just really been outperforming. They've been doing a fantastic job and they get rewarded for it. I think that's super vital. Being in the in the corporate world, you got to work, extremely hard just to make it, and even at that, there's no really pat on the back. It's just kind of like, okay, you did a great job. Now, starting the new month, we got to start all over, and you got to, and it's kind of one of those things where we want to continue. I want to work on the team, so that's kind of my thing right now.
I love that. And how about you, Ricardo? Superpower.
Honestly, if I could say a superpower, it would just be transparency. There's nothing being 100% transparent. I always tell people, and I always talk about this in my TikTok lives, there's nothing cool about going through the credit repair process. It's not fun. It's something that people need to go through. And when people hear that transparency versus feeding you something that you really want to hear to try to gain you as a client, that's where you earn their trust.
Right.
I would just say that's been my biggest ammunition, my biggest superpower, if you will. And that's how we've been able to get so many appointments booked and really minimize or almost have nothing when it comes to spending on advertising.
Amazing. Okay. Now we're going to switch gears right now. We're going to go into a rapid fire round of questions where you guys answer in just a couple words, whatever pops into your head. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What is the most important lesson you've learned as a business owner?
Oh man, that's a good one. I honestly, scaling your business, I mean, that's super important. I don't think I've ever realized how vital it is to scale your business and getting the right people on your team. It's super important.
Awesome. Is there a book that's changed your life or your business?
The magic of thinking big definitely has shaped to scaling for sure.
I'm going to write that down. That sounds like a book I'd like. What does business ownership mean to you?
Business ownership is just honestly taking life to the next level. Now you're no longer in charge of just your household income, but now you have other people that are looking up to you for that.
And that's motivating.
You got more mouths to feed.
Yeah, but way more freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
What drives and motivates you?
Honestly, drives and motivates me is making sure that my team, besides the fact that my family drives and motivates me 100%, the team is just, the making sure that we're taking care of them. So
Very cool. What's your definition of success?
Definition of success for me is just as I see the team grow, as I see clients being happy, that's the definition of success. It's not measured by a dollar amount, but rather by how much you're making a difference in someone's life. Not
Right.
only clients, but our team members.
That's what makes you guys credit heroes. Okay, if you could go back in time, what do you know now that you wish you'd known when you first started?
the automations, I wanted the drip campaigns automations. I think that was vital. Your funnel. If I'm telling you guys, work on trying to create a funnel to get everybody on the same platform.
And anybody who wants to learn more about what funnels are, go to dotcomsecrets.com and get Russell Brunson's book for free. Hey, you guys, what's your advice to anybody just starting out with a credit repair business?
My advice to you in short words, everything happens for a reason. You've been presented with this amazing opportunity to start this business. You have to realize in this business, you don't have inventory like other businesses. It's a very low cost business. So therefore, the opportunity for making profit is huge. But what's going to get you to making profit is to truly give value and help other people. You cannot go with the mentality of the mindset is you are going to be my cash cow. That's not the way it works. And if you're going to drive yourself in that direction, you are going to quickly fail.
Yeah, I agree. I always say if you set out to make money, if that's your goal, sure, you'll make money, but your business will only grow so far and you probably won't have a very fulfilling life. But if you do, like you're saying, where you really have a passion for helping people and changing lives, that's when the big success comes. The money just flows. You don't even have to chase the money. But that satisfaction of really helping people and changing lives, it's real, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much for your time, you guys. Ricardo and Daniel, you are so inspiring. And congratulations again on the Millionaires Club and all of your success. And to everyone out there, if you are enjoying this podcast, be sure to click below to subscribe so you don't miss any of the secrets we share each week here on the Credit Repair Business Secrets podcast. And if you're feeling kind, rate me, review me, give me a thumbs up so we can move up the charts. Leave a comment, leave a question, because I read each and every one of them. And thank you again for being here, you guys.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Daniel.
thank you. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate your time. And for everyone watching at home, I will see you in the next episode. And until then, be a credit hero and keep changing lives. Hey everybody, it's Daniel again, and really quick, I'd like to invite you to join what I believe is the best thing we have ever created inside the Credit Repair Cloud community. And it is a challenge that we call the Credit Hero Challenge. If you're just planning out your business or you're just getting it started and you dream of having a successful business of your own so you can quit your 9-to-5 and fire your boss and have financial freedom, or so you can add another revenue stream to your existing business, if that's your dream, you need to get into this challenge. We created this challenge to help you to create and launch your very own credit repair business, to build a proper foundation for a really successful business. This challenge is going to help you to understand the strategy, the tactics, and all the things you need to be successful at credit repair. It really is the greatest thing we have ever built, and it will change your life. So I recommend you do it right now. Stop everything, pause this audio, go online, and go to CreditHeroChallenge.com. That's CreditHeroChallenge.com and join the next challenge. And there's a challenge that's starting in just a few days, so go get started right now at CreditHeroChallenge.com.